Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the Harmonious Frequencies of the Mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Rimworld. So last time we made a little bit of progress on some things. We got a new wind turbine put up, increase our power output. We encountered an eclipse and a solar flare, which wasn't too bad. The heat wave did affect us a little bit. We lost some of our raw food ingredients. Some of the meat went bad and stuff, so I think we're still pretty on top of that. We did have to get rid of some animals, wild animals that were killing our animals, and so that restocked a little bit of our meat. We might be doing a little bit more of that this time as well. But there's one super important thing that you guys might remember, is that crash ship that landed on the map right here. We're definitely going to be taking a look at that today. Still have the prisoner running around. I think that we're getting better at our recruiting chances there, so hopefully that continues to increase. Yeah, temperature is pretty low in there now. I think one thing I'm interested in checking out is installing a third cooler in here. Okay, I think we're about ready to take on that ship. Get everybody lined up here. Yeah, I think this is pretty decent. He's got this covered pretty easily. Looks like we need to tell our animals to stop following us around. Hopefully they'll take off to a safer place, because this is about to get pretty hairy. Stoll's pretty close up to the action here. Habanero will be as well. So I might even have him here so that he can quickly run away. But he's going to start us off here with a little bit of explosion. Let's see how we do. He's not a very good shot, so I gave him the grenades so that he can still be able to do something. Looks like this guy's got an incendiary launcher, which is really bad for us. Yep, Italian's going to be in a bad way here. pistol. You would put him out. Habanero, quit running. There we go. Okay, if we can get Stoll to come back here, maybe we can get Floater to come back here. Yeah, if this thing moves up a little ways, we can get a few more people firing on it. We'll be better off. Our chinchilla is burned to death, sadly. Alright, we've gotten him down. So you still can't see this object, so we'll have him come up here. I'll put that fire out right quick. Floater ought to be able to shoot this here. Still can't see it. Shut him down. Okay, this ship is almost destroyed here. Once we get that blown up, the psychic drone will go away. Alright, fantastic. Undraft all of these guys. Alright. Thankfully, we've just gotten a few burns is all. Habanero got the worst of it. Some pretty serious burns, but nothing too horribly terrible. And we got a little bit of silver from it. This AI persona core is used for several more advanced crafting things. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave it here for the time being. The fire shouldn't spread this direction and shouldn't catch any of this stuff. So, all this burning out here isn't really a big deal right now. Hopefully it'll start raining pretty soon, but if not, it's all the same to me. Oh, it is raining right now. There we go. Poor chinchilla. Sure we'll be able to find another one. That guy tamed himself, so I mean, it was his decision. Gonna go ahead and get some more animal beds out here. There we go. Use up a little bit of our cloth. We probably don't have a severe overabundance of it, but we've got plenty. 400 almost. And more laying on the ground up here. Alright, so that was a little bit easier than I was expecting. The centipede is mechanoid. It can be a pretty serious enemy. Yeah, Habanero's headed down to shut it down. Talia's playing some billiards, that's good. I might end up giving her this shotgun again. I believe this is silver here. Plasteel. Even better. It's very useful for making tools and weapons and stuff later down the line. We can harvest a little bit of it from these mechanoids when we deconstruct them. Go ahead and haul him up on your way, please. Okay, we have a self-tamed boomalope. It's a little bit disconcerting because he's going to be wandering around inside of our base, and if he gets killed or dies in some other way and blows up, could be a real big deal. Okay, we got a panther over here. It's a pretty good distance from the base. Not seeing any snakes around here, which is good. Yep, good. Alright, let's get it sped up again. Get it going. Anna's staying on her major break risk here. Having a really hard time still. Only 9 more days for this to go away. She's still wearing a dead man's armored vest for some reason. I was pretty sure I dropped that off of her. Every little thing that can alleviate some of these is worth it right now, until this goes away. Looks like she's in a much better place here. It's good news. It means that the base is a nice place for them to be. They're able to relax and enjoy the area. Still doing pretty good on animals. We don't have any hogs yet. That's what he's doing here. Failed. And is that's a male boar. I can't remember if we designated a female. Yeah, there's one. I remember there being a bunch of male boars around here, though. I really can't imagine boomalope being all that good for anything. So I'm not exactly sure what we're going to end up doing with ours. Self-tamed cassowary, huh? There's so much trouble to tame manually. I'm kind of glad that happened. Okay, and it is a female, so we've got 2 females and a male now. That's good. They'll get the eggs going for us. Our turkey situation's looking really good. They ought to be producing eggs fairly regularly. Let's see what these are. Turkey eggs, yeah. Okay, our turkey got food poisoning. Well, eat the kibble and not the rice, goofball. Okay, so we do have 2 mechanoids in here right now. I think we need to research something to get the proper table to take them apart. It might be smithing, machining, something like that. As for crafting tools, yeah, disassemble mechanoids, machining. So we'll be able to get materials off of them once we get that researched. Got some other things prioritized right now. I mean, medicine production is #1. Hospital bed will probably be #2. And then we can work on these here. It would be a pretty decent idea to get geothermal power going. Okay, we've got a caravan approaching. That's fine. So I mentioned adding a cooler in here. I've also been thinking about adding a cooler at either end of these rooms. Let the temperature change pass through these vents here. I'm not sure how effective that's going to be, or how efficient it is. But I do have other plans as well. So a while back we did research gun turrets. And so I am interested in making that a thing. When gun turrets are attacked, they will explode. And so I'd like to keep them away from our bunkers area as much as possible. If I place them in a place somewhere like this, I would never stash people in this area. I'd only have my colonists around the outside. So that's a definite possibility. I could put one like in this corner to fire this direction, one up front here to fire this way, or even right underneath the roof areas. So I can't remember exactly what the radius of the explosion is, but I think if I put one here I could still hide a colonist in this area and he would be fine. I could still put one here and put a roof over it so that it's not easily destroyed. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have 2 turrets here. They do require power, so I'm going to have to run this power cable down to them. Go ahead and expand the roof area there. Let's just do it like that for some reason. Oh, trade caravan's leaving already. Are we able to trade with them still? Looks like we are, if we can catch them. Oh, they're out of here. Okay. That's fine. We don't have tons of stuff to trade, so it's no big deal. Okay, they have been moving some silver over in this area though. Which is good. We'll be able to trade with trade ships that come by. Okay. Stay on target. Okay. If we bring this down to here, then we'll see if those two connect. Got some... Ooh, what is this? Cron. And beavers. Oh, they're just dropping food all over the place. Let's get these scheduled for hunted. Missing body parts. Another dead one. That, yeah, leads me to believe there's a wild animal around here. A deadly critter. Okay, that's fine. Who is set up for hunting, though? Cristobal and Habanero. Habanero, I need to make sure that he's not walking around with grenades and trying to hunt beavers with grenades. That would be strange. Okay, this is all crafting equipment, building materials, stuff like that. So these are all the ranged weapons that we have available now. Let's throw him down with the superior machine pistol there. Okay, Crystal's just grabbing some meat that's already laying around. That's good. One very important thing that I'm going to have to throw down here is a power switch. And so if I put this in this area somewhere, then that way my people could switch the turrets on and off. Okay, so it is going to be able to reach this area here. Okay, we have a psychic drone coming in from a distance. It's probably medium. Yes, minus 15. Nothing we can do about that, but just wait for it to end. Good job, Ebonero. Increase that shooting skill. There's a snake right there. Now, of course, it is dangerous just to select it to be hunted, because they tend to attack when they're injured. Same thing with the Panthers. So I would only manually hunt Panthers because they're incredibly dangerous. Snakes aren't so bad, even though they are a little dangerous. This thing looks so awkward sitting there in the stockpile. It's gigantic. We'll get it taken care of though. So I'm not sure if this is still the case, but in the past, the raids and attacks on us are based on our wealth amount in our stockpile zones. And so if we have a lot of silver, if we have a lot of like weapons, mechanoids and stuff like that, that'll increase the amount of people in the raids and will increase their quality of equipment and stuff like that to attack us with. So I don't know if that's still a thing, but alright. I'm not sure if this is unable to attach to this. Maybe I need to run one more power conduit in this direction so that it can connect there. I'm not sure, but I'll go ahead and get that lined up so that it can get done. Okay, I don't see that snake wandering around over here anymore. So I wonder if that's what Habanero just grabbed. I feel like it is. But what I was saying about the wealth in the stockpiles, that's another reason why I don't want to pick up this Persona core right now. I mean, it's not degrading, so it's going to be fine sitting there. But if we have it in our stockpile, it's likely that that will increase our chances of being attacked. And that those attacks will be very severe. Okay, Cristobal, before you do that, flick that switch, please. Because I think even with all three of these running and the battery storage that we have, these two turrets would drain that pretty fast. Yeah, that's 350 watts. That's the same as our stove. And that's higher than anything else, I think. Yeah, I'll make sure that that's down to 0. This is staying below freezing. I think it was staying below freezing before we added this third one. So I wanted to add this third one here primarily for heat waves. See, the temperature is rising a little bit, but I think it's going to stay below 32. Yeah, it's hovering around 25, 26. Even with people walking in and out. So I think in normal conditions, 2 works for us just fine. But whenever a heat wave comes, I'm going to activate this third one. Alright, so that's good. We got a little bit extra defense here. Bulk goods trader here. That's good. while Anna's awake already. She treating? Oh, Christabel's asthma there. It's fine. Oh, they've got monkeys for sale. I know there's monkeys that run around on the map that we could tame. I've never tried that. I don't know. I imagine their intelligence is pretty decent, so I would be able to train them to haul and stuff like that, but I don't think their carrying capacity is very high. So I don't know how worth it that would be. Okay, I'm not really interested in selling these regular animals because I kind of need them. I do want to sell this boomalope though, just to get it out of the base. It's worth 200. I don't have a clue what they're used for. Says they're engineered for chemicals production. Yeah, I don't know if we can harvest those chemicals from them. So I'm not sure what they're useful for at all. I'm going to go ahead and sell it. It's worth 200. That's pretty valuable. Let's see what else we can do. This is a bulk goods trader, so I want to keep all my food. The building materials, I'll keep those. We do still have a ton of cloth even after we made those animal beds. For some reason they're different values, and I really don't know. I really don't know why that is the case. I mean, it's all used for the same stuff, so I would say this is probably good for selling. We'll keep these others. If y'all know any reason for there to be price difference on the same material, let me know. But I can't imagine what it would be. Looks like the same thing for herbal medicine. For some reason we have a really high priced couple of batches of herbal medicine and a really low priced one. I don't know if it's lower quality or what. Has it deteriorated already by a small amount or something? I don't know. Does that affect the treatment value of it? I don't know. And I do know with our medicine production coming up, we're going to need cloth for that as well. But even still, I mean, we've got 400, 500 just right here, plus this. I think we've got plenty. Okay, do we have any dead clothes? No. Could buy some gold from them for pretty cheap. Alright, I think that's a pretty good trade. Gained about 700 silver there. Fantastic. And we got rid of that boomalope, which is fine. Are you kidding me? Did we just get a free 200 silver? Tell me it is, yeah, 209. We'll sell that one too. Oh, that's priceless. I love it. Oh, I do want to throw down some security, some sandbags around these. That'll make them a little harder to hit. Raccoon meat. Delicious. And I'll set these up to get hauled. There we go. We got this silver just hanging out here. 8 silver hanging out in the open. That's fine. Oh, we're so close on the research too. Who's our main researcher? Floater, I believe. I think he's running around cleaning right now. Yeah. Seems to always need to be done. Spends a lot of time doing that and taming animals. It would be nice to get a different animal tamer or a researcher. Okay, we've lost a bunch of energy storage. We've got a small fire happening. Got stoles on it. Alright, there we go. We should be fine. We've got the 3 turbines going at half efficiency right now, so they should be able to keep up with everything. It looks like we're starting to build power automatically. That is good. They've slowed down a little bit, but we should be fine. Alright, well, I think that's going to do it for today. We were able to get rid of that ship finally, and killed off that centipede pretty easily. Surprisingly easily, actually. His incendiary launcher didn't end up doing as much damage as they can do, so that was very, very fortunate. Got out of there with minimal injuries, which is awesome. Yeah, got some defenses up, some turrets, I mean. We're getting closer all the time with our research. Alright. So, if you don't want to miss my next episode, please make sure you subscribe. My channel's fully viewer supported, so if you'd like to help me out with that, the Patreon symbol is how you can help. And check out some of these other videos if you're interested. Thank you for all the time that you spend on my channel, and hope blessings of peace and wisdom on all of you. Farewell.